Our next guest on Smarter San Diego TV has the most wins in real estate debate history. She is joined by the principal of Hearst Elementary School. Please welcome the one, the only, Elizabeth Story, and her special guest, Jamie Jorgensen.
Welcome to the show. How you guys doing?
Wonderful.
Good, thank you.
It is Red Ribbon Week. Yes. And Jamie, you are very red today.
Yes,
As a result
all
of that.
week.
All week. All week with this red, huh?
All week.
Well, you look fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. I know you're very busy. There's a lot going on with the school and things like that. And it is a school day, so I really appreciate your time. Elizabeth, thank you for bringing her. This is a great idea. Hearst, a lot of people in the Del Cerro area know about the school, have kids that go to the school. Tell us about Red Ribbon Week and what you're doing all this week.
Well, Hearst really kind of kicks it up a notch for Red Ribbon Week. We actually yesterday had the sheriff's helicopter land on our field. We had SWAT, we had police, and then we do a rotation where the kids really get a chance to talk to all the community helpers. And it's such a fabulous event, and we're one of the only schools in San Diego that gets that opportunity, so we feel really lucky about that.
That's pretty cool. I heard you found your way to the back of a police car, though, unfortunately, at some point along the way.
That's right, that's right. And I think there's pictures out there, too.
Oh, if there are, we're going to find them.
So do we need to bring Melissa in a little early?
Yeah, Melissa. We have a criminal attorney coming on. So, Elizabeth, you were there.
I was there.
Right?
I was.
Tell us about this thing.
I am a parent of a student at Hearst Elementary. I'm thrilled to be a parent of a student at Hearst Elementary. As you know, we recently bought a house, and I looked for so long, and I just landed on the neighborhood of Del Cerro because it's one of the places that's still pretty affordable in San Diego County where you can get a decent-sized piece of land and a decent house, but it has an amazing school system, just wonderfully rated schools. I can't say enough good things about Hearst Elementary, the principal and the staff. Everyone's very enthusiastic to be there. But this Red Ribbon Week is really great because there's exercises for the students to increase safety at home. We have an earthquake drill preparedness, fire drill preparedness, worksheets that the kids will be doing all week to learn about safety in the home. And sometimes those are things that you don't think about as a parent. And the other thing that was really great about Red Ribbon Week and meeting all the police officers and the fire people is that from a very young age, kids are taught that these are people that they can trust and look up to, and so they grow with this positive image of those people in their community. And I think that's just a wonderful thing and a wonderful program that Ms. Jorgensen puts on and that the school is so involved in.
How did you get this almost like exclusive deal with this whole setup over there at Hearst?
Well, one of the police sergeants, Blaine Ferguson, is actually was a parent at our school. His kids have now promoted, but because we had that connection, he still continues to give his time and sets this up, which takes many, many hours, and we're just really blessed. I mean, firefighters are there. It's such a wonderful opportunity, and we look at it more as keeping kids safe and Health and Safety Week than as a Say No to Drugs awareness, just because of the age of our kids at the school. But it's great because you're right, the kids then, we really want them to engage with the officers in a positive manner. So when they see someone in a uniform, they're not afraid of them, they know they're there to help, and that they can depend on them. And then they might want to be one of them when they grow up one day.
That's right. That's right. Very cool. So it's mostly centered around the idea of being safe. And
Right.
these are the people who help you be safe in the community.
Absolutely.
Community is a really big word for you guys. I know all over your website, everything I've seen about you and the school, the word community is in there a lot. Can you talk to us about that?
Well, we try to involve the community in everything we do. We have a fall festival coming up in November, and we don't call it the Hearst Fall Festival, it's the Del Cerro Fall Festival, and we invite all the schools in our area, we invite all the communities, all the families that live around us, and it is a pretty big festival. It's actually grown over the years, but it's really nice because everyone supports everyone in our community. A lot of the teachers live in the community. It's such a tight-knit group of people. It's great.
And it's important when you're at elementary school age. Everyone's really involved with what's going on. The kids can't do it on their own. The parents kind of need to be involved to a certain degree. So when you can take it to the next level and go beyond that, it can be really, really helpful for the child's experience, especially, but also for the community experience. So I think you guys have done a great job with that.
Right. We have our PTA and foundation. I mean, I've never worked at a school where we have so much parent volunteerism, and it's great. Our foundation raises a lot of money for extra programs, so our kids get dance and they get music and just so many art. The PTA sponsors art, and so we have a pretty incredible art program where the parents actually come in and teach the art. It's not that they're paying somebody else to teach the art, but it's called an art core program, and
That's awesome.
they come in and teach the art, and so it also brings them into the classroom, which makes them feel more part of the school too.
Very, very cool. Well, there's a lot of people who have kids that go to Hearst, or just people who live in the community of Del Cerro who are watching this right now. So is there anything they should know about Hearst that is coming up in the near future, or things that people might not know about the school that you could tell them about right now?
I think it's one of the schools that I've worked at that every teacher, and I can say every single teacher at the school, is on board and does their very, very best for kids at the school. They work really hard. They're excellent teachers. We try to keep that kind of quiet, but we have excellent, excellent teachers. In fact, we're kind of known as the public-private school. A lot of people like you. I have to remind people a lot that we are a public school because we do have very involved parents, and sometimes that's a little challenging, but most of the time it's a great thing. And it's just we have it's a safe campus. We were talking about, I did the safety plan the other day with our school police, and they were printing out the crime report within a half a mile of the school, and it was funny because he's like, oh, you don't really have that much crime. We had a little tiny paragraph where other principals were printing out pages
Right.
of crime rate in their neighborhood. So that's exciting that it's a safe community. It's clean. We have a partnership on our field with the recreation department. So it's a joint field use. So other people use our field on the weekends and after school, and it's a really nice place to be.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, Jamie, you said it. Location, location, location. Elizabeth, turning to the real estate side of things, because that's your area of expertise. And this is a really sought after community for a lot of reasons. Obviously, you saw it yourself. Tell us how a great school like this affects the marketplace.
Well, it drives demand. I mean, parents who have children who are looking to buy houses, they absolutely want to be in a good school district. And I cannot say enough good things about this school. And again, it was one of the big drawing factors for us. Another really great thing about Del Cerro is it's sort of a hidden gem, kind of like Ms. Jorgensen mentioned. We kind of have this little community on the hillside that's very centrally located, but yet kind of tucked back. It's something that you don't see very often, which makes it very unique. And again, it is a very interlocked and involved community where you really would be growing up with people through the years. And so that, from a real estate perspective, it's just a great place to buy if you're looking for a family-friendly neighborhood with a great school district.
That's also a good thing for home sellers too, right? Because
Right.
for people who are buying, obviously they get to enjoy all of those things.
Right.
But for home sellers, they get to enjoy those things because that should make the prices stay at least where they're at, or go up higher.
And that's a very good point, and I'm glad you mentioned that because I meant to. There's not that much inventory. So if you are thinking of selling, absolutely give me a call, because I do have buyers actively looking who are just kind of waiting for the right property to come on the market. And people do wait for the right property in Del Cerro because it's a community that they know that they want to be in.
For a long time.
Yep.
Yep.
For a long time. And that's right. It's not a community where you're going to come in and out. You're going to be there for a while.
Yeah. Is that what you see too, Jamie?
Families, yeah. A lot of our parents went to Hearst.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
and their parents
Wow.
went to Hearst. So people don't move. Once you move in, you stay.
Well, that is a good sign. A really good sign. I don't know of a better sign than that, in fact, Becca.
I know. Generations there at Hearst Elementary and Del Cerro in general.
Exactly. Well, great stuff. Thank you both so much for being here. Really appreciate your time. This is fantastic. Stick around for more Smarter San Diego TV, where we guarantee to make you smarter than everyone else. Commercial free.